Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength in a world where emotions can feel like turbulent waves. How do we find our anchor? Join us as we explore 7 Stoic lessons that hold the key to mastering your emotions and navigating life. Now let's explore the first lesson of Stoicism, understanding what's within your control. Have you ever found yourself in the midst of life's storms, those unexpected events, disappointments, or sudden changes that can throw us off balance? The Stoic philosophers, hailing from ancient Greece and Rome, offer a powerful lesson that can serve as an anchor in the turbulence of life, the dichotomy of control. Imagine you're planning an outdoor event, and despite all your preparations, it starts to rain. You can't control the weather, no matter how much you wish you could. However, your reaction to the rain is entirely within your control. You have a choice: you can lament and get frustrated, or you can adapt. Perhaps you decide to move the event indoors or view the rain as a refreshing change. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who rose from slavery to become one of history's most influential thinkers, succinctly put it, "Some things are in our control, and others are not." It may sound simple, but within this simplicity lies profound wisdom that can transform our lives. Every day, we encounter countless situations. Some we can influence, like our daily routines, the books we read, or the company we keep. However, many aspects of life are beyond our grasp, such as global events, the actions of others, the relentless passage of time, and of course, the weather. Here's where it gets intriguing. The Stoics believed that our well-being doesn't depend on external events, but on how we interpret and respond to them. It's not the event itself that shapes our emotions, but our judgment of the event. Reflect on a time when you faced a setback, perhaps not getting a job you desired. In the moment, it may have felt like a disaster. Yet with time, you may have realized it was a blessing in disguise, leading you to a better opportunity or personal growth. So how can we put this wisdom into practice? Start by asking yourself a crucial question. Is this something I have control over? If the answer is yes, take action. If the answer is no, then it's an opportunity to practice acceptance and adaptability. By truly understanding and internalizing this principle, we can liberate ourselves from unnecessary anguish. We can navigate life with a sense of calm, knowing that while we can't control the winds, we can adjust our sails. In a world that often feels chaotic, the dichotomy of control serves as a beacon of clarity. It reminds us to channel our energy where it matters most and to find serenity in accepting that some things are simply beyond our reach. Welcome to lesson number 2, the art of reflection before reaction. In today's fast-paced digital age, where immediacy often takes the spotlight, the act of pausing and pondering may seem like a forgotten relic from the past. Yet, it is precisely this practice of taking a moment to reflect that can be our saving grace in a world that constantly demands rapid responses. Consider the multitude of decisions we encounter each day, ranging from the seemingly trivial choice of a meal at a restaurant to the life-altering decision of choosing a career path. It's not just the significance of these choices that matters, it's also the approach we take when making them. Now let's dive into a common scenario: receiving a message that strikes a nerve. Whether it's a colleague questioning your work or a friend making an offhand comment, our initial gut reaction often leans toward defensiveness or anger. But what if, instead of diving headfirst into that emotional whirlpool, you took a step back? By allowing yourself that momentary detachment, you're not suppressing your emotions. You're offering them a space to breathe and be understood. The practice of reflection is not about passive acceptance or avoidance. It's an active engagement with our thoughts and feelings. It's about asking ourselves probing questions. Why did this comment affect me so deeply? What underlying beliefs or past experiences are influencing my current emotions? Is my immediate reaction solely based on the present situation, or am I carrying the baggage of the past? Moreover, reflection before reaction is a powerful tool for fostering empathy. When we give ourselves time, we also allow ourselves to consider the perspectives of others. Perhaps that colleague had a stressful day, or that friend didn't realize the weight of their words. Through reflection, we open the door to understanding, not just for ourselves, but also for those around us. In relationships, this practice can serve as a cornerstone. How many misunderstandings could be avoided if we took the time to reflect before reacting? How many bridges could be built instead of burned? It's in these moments of reflection that we find clarity, compassion, and connection. Furthermore, in professional settings, the ability to pause and ponder is invaluable. Leaders who practice reflection before making decisions are often more respected and effective. They are seen as thoughtful, measured, and wise. Their decisions, born from reflection, frequently stand the test of time. In a world that often feels like it's racing at breakneck speed, the act of reflection becomes a form of rebellion, a quiet yet powerful statement that we refuse to be swept away by the currents of immediacy. It's a commitment to ourselves, to our well-being, and to the quality of our interactions with the world. Reflecting before reacting is more than just a practice. It's a philosophy, a way of life that champions depth over breadth, understanding over impulsivity, and meaningful connections over fleeting interactions. It's a journey inward that has profound outward implications, shaping not just our responses, but the very fabric of our lives. Lesson number 3. The art of practicing dispassion. In a world that often feels like an emotional roller coaster, the idea of embracing dispassion might seem unconventional. However, let's dive deeper into what dispassion truly means and the profound transformation it can bring into our lives. First and foremost, practicing dispassion is not about suppressing emotions or becoming indifferent to the world around us. Instead, it's about cultivating a balanced perspective, finding a calm center amidst the storm of emotions and events. Imagine having the ability to observe events, situations, and even your own emotions without being overwhelmed by them. Think back to the last time you watched a gripping movie. There were moments of tension, excitement, perhaps even sadness. Yet, as you were engaged in the story, a part of you always knew it was just a movie. You didn't rush to help the hero or console the crying character. You observed, you felt, but you remained in your seat. This is the essence of practicing dispassion, being deeply engaged with life, feeling its myriad of emotions, while also knowing when to remain seated in the theater of your mind, observing without getting lost in the drama. This approach becomes a lifeline in our modern age of information overload, where we are bombarded with news updates and notifications. Reacting passionately to every piece of information would leave us perpetually drained. Dispassion offers a buffer, a way to engage with the world in a more sustainable and balanced manner. It also plays a pivotal role in our interpersonal relationships. We've all been in situations where conversations become heated and disagreements arise. In those moments, practicing dispassion can be the key to transforming a potentially damaging argument into a productive discussion. It allows us to listen more effectively, to respond thoughtfully, instead of reacting impulsively, and to navigate conflicts with understanding and grace. The journey of cultivating dispassion begins with self-awareness. Regularly checking in with ourselves, recognizing our emotional triggers, and understanding our patterns create a valuable space between stimulus and response. It's within this space that we find the freedom to choose our reactions, to act with intention rather than instinct.